Hi, my name is Ercy Vallejo, and welcome to my Capstone Portfolio Multimedia presentation for the Master of Humanities program at American Military University. There are several themes that appear throughout my portfolio to include the relationship between people and their governments, how people try to understand or make sense of their environment, and how the great works influence scientific research and culture. The first paper in my portfolio is entitled Roman Nationalism in Virgil's Aeneid. In it, I argue that Virgil's Aeneid embodies themes of revolution, nation building, manifest destiny, and cultural unification predating the notion of nationalism of the 18th and 19th century. The following paper, The Death of the Universe, Theories on the End of Times, I argue that the current science supporting the Big Bang Theory also supports the growing science on the end of the universe. The three major theories which are discussed in detail throughout my paper are the Big Rip, the Big Freeze, and the Big Crunch. In Women and the Social Contract, I argue that although women and men are equal under the law in the United States, the lasting effects of the theorized social contract by Thomas Hobbes and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, which reinforce a vision of a patriarchal society, has had a negative impact on legislation affecting women in the 20th and 21st centuries. In The Darwinian Nightmare That Is AI, I argue that humans have a biological and instinctual fear of artificial intelligence which stems from Darwin's theory of natural selection that is evident through themes in science fiction. It was fun to discuss films like WALL-E and The Terminator through a Darwinian perspective. In Comrade Napoleon, Ensuring Reproductive Success on Animal Farm, I employ literary Darwinism to analyze Animal Farm. I argue that Orwell's book follows a sequence of events that can be traced to principal elements of natural selection as detailed by Charles Darwin in The Origin of Species. Following my papers, you will find my analytical narrative, which explains how each of my papers meet both the institutional objectives of the American Public University system and program objectives of graduate studies in humanities. I included a personal reflection narrative, which details how I've grown throughout my time in this program, both as a person and as a scholar. My goal throughout this program was to understand the evolution and complexity of humanity from the past and well into the future through the body of works from the great thinkers of society. Through this understanding, I hope to teach others about the scientific, literary, and historical contributions that has greatly impacted the way people interact with the world. I am so happy and proud to have completed the Master of Humanities program with American Military University. My completed portfolio can be viewed at portfolium.com/Ercy Vallejo. Thank you for watching my presentation and please enjoy my portfolio.